Hello Trophy Hunters, before I show you the 6th Tallneck location, I want to thank PlayStation for sending me a free review code for this game. Now I'm going to show you all 6 Tallneck locations. Now this first one is story related at the very end of the story, and the reason why I'm showing this first is because it'll make all the other Tallnecks so much easier. So it's part of the main quest called the Wings of the Ten, again at the very end of the story. And at that point you're going to be given a bird, so you have two choices. You can go and try to climb up these, or just wait until the end of the story, get a bird and drop down on top of it. Once you get on top of it, you're going to have to override it by hitting the triangle button. And when you override a Tallneck, it's going to reveal some points of interest in a nearby area where the Tallneck is located. It's, you know, it's useful early in the game, but it's a lot easier just to do the Tallnecks at the end once you have the bird. So that is the first one. Again, that one is story related. You will get that at the end of the game, near the end of the story. Now, once you're in post game, you can go to all the other Tallnecks very easily. So we're going to go to Cinnabar Sands here, and I'm just going to call the bird and fly above it, drop down, and it's going to make this a lot easier. Now, there is one kind of secret Tallneck that is in a cauldron area, which are kind of optional areas you can go to, and it is automatic as part of that cauldron. So if you complete that cauldron, you'll get it. Don't worry, we'll show that one last. So as you can see, I've overridden it now. Beautiful views up here. It's a beautiful, gorgeous game, absolutely. So that'll complete the second Tallneck. So we're just gonna go from the right side of the map over to the left side of the map. So we're gonna go a little to the south area here. The Stillsands is the name of this Tallneck. Again, much easier if you just fly above it. That way you don't have to try to find a high point, wait for it to circle around to you. You can just drop down. Now, first few times you try dropping down, you may miss. You'll get the hang of it. Still 100 times easier than trying to climb up these natural way like we had to do in the first game. Or you could have done in this game if you didn't wait. So there we go. That is the next one. Go ahead and jump off this. I'm telling you, the views from above on top of these Tallnecks are amazing. The game, of course, is visually stunning throughout. Alright, the next one is called the Stand of the Sentinels. This is in the Treetop Village area. It's a cool little area. You got this track you can see. And this one is a little bit more difficult if you're not going to just fly to the top, because you're going to have to probably eliminate several of the machines in this area. But if you have the bird, just drop down, override it. You don't even have to rappel down. You can just call the bird here. He'll pick you up, be on your way, in and out. Now, once you've completed this one, we're going to head over to the island area to the far left side of the map.
Good. Got the data.
All right, this one is called Landfall. It's not as simple as just dropping down on top of it. We're going to have to get wet and run around a little bit. So we're going to go to the location. You're going to see just the top of it, the head sitting right here. So I'm going to drop down here and we're going to go underwater. We're going to scan the back of this Tallneck and you're going to be able to see it's missing a couple canisters. So we're going to have to repair the Tallneck before we can override it. So just scan these little triangle things here. For some reason I didn't do it because I didn't notice it right away. Yeah, slightly embarrassing, but here we go. So if you go up to it, you can then hit the triangle button to examine. Well, what do you know? You have to fix it. So we're going to do that. But now I'm going to actually use the bird. You don't have to use the bird for this, but it's going to make it a heck of a lot quicker and easier as well. So get me on land here. I'm going to call the bird. Love how the bird just swoops down, picks you up, throws you on his back. All right, so I'm going to head over to where the first missing part. There's two missing parts. Now, if you don't have the bird, you're going to have to drop down on this platform. You're going to have to push that little box into the water, pull it over to the other side, and then make your way over here. And there's going to be a pile of rubble. And we can dig up the missing parts right in here.
One down, one
All right, so I'm going to call the bird, and we're going to go over to the next building. And then right about over there where I'm aiming, attempt to turn around, and we're going to find another similar pile just like that previous one. There's going to be a flying bird here. You may have to eliminate him.
The second Tallneck part. I'll be taking that.
Okay, so now that we got the parts, we can head back over to the Tallneck. We're going to deposit them into their appropriate slots. What's going on with my bird here? There we go. This would take quite a bit longer if you're just swimming back and forth. All right, so just locate each of those spots where you have to put the part. I'm swimming around in circles, but it's right in front of me here. We can install that. Once we've installed it, we can then get on top of the Tallneck and, of course, override it just as we've done with the other two.
That should do it.
It's a gorgeous looking cutscene, isn't it? All right, so at this point you can climb up it. I'm just going to call the bird.
Just need to find a way to climb aboard.
Pixie right out of the water. Really convenient. Just being careful here so I can line it up and so I don't fall.
Time to get off. There we go. Time to override.
Now that is it for all the Tallnecks in the open world. The final Tallneck is going to be in the cauldron area. The cauldron area is called IOTA. It's going to be up on the top edge of the map along the northern edge.
Got the data.
And that whole cauldron is going to take roughly about 15 minutes to complete. But to complete the cauldron, you're going to automatically get the 6th and final Tallneck. Unless it's your first or second one. But you know what I mean. So we're going to go in. This is the entrance. Again, about 15 minutes is going to take you to get to the end. Once you get to the end, automatically you're going to be told to override the Tallneck. You have to, otherwise you're never going to get out of here. You override it, and then you're going to get lifted all the way back up top, and then you're going to pop the trophy, presuming you got the 5 previous ones. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you got this trophy, hit that like button. Let me know you got it. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button as well. See you soon.